Voilà. On continue. Young.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
C'est pas grave, on est habitué.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
T'inquiète pas, Marge, ça va aller.
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession.
Ça va aller.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
Non, il y vient.
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Non! C'est mon jeton! C'est l'aventurier qui me l'a donné! Mon jeton!
I knew it.
Quoi? Je doute que c'est une porte chance. Mais non, dis pas ça.
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter.
Un transmetteur miniature? Quoi?
If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
On est sûr qu'Aventurine est là parce que. Oui, il est toujours en vie. Je sais pas ce qu'il fait. Il se promène je ne sais où. Attends, mais il est avec Ratio.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Attention à toi, papa.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Si les choses tournent mal, mais rien, mais ça ne va pas se passer mal, ok?
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did.
Don't you have something else to tell us?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, if I'm not mistaken. We've already met him somewhere.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
J'aurais dû mettre l'autre, c'était encore plus fun.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which, as for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he's on his deathbed. He told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift. Come with me. Now is the time.
C'est bon? Bon. Je disais, comment dire? Oh, on y était il y a 2 secondes. Vous pouvez pas rester là?
Back here again.
Exactement.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive,
Il est là.
friend.
Like juste
you've
là.
still got so much to say and do.
Ah, c'est lui. Bon, bref. Michel, il était pas avec nous.
I've kept my
Mais il y a plus
promise.
personne.
Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
Oh, les oreilles.
What's happening?
Les immeubles tous de la Terre. Ouais. Oh. On va aller au théâtre. Bref.
Go ahead.
D'accord.
His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Il y a une drôle de forme.
The first and last nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the watchmaker.
Il y a une drôle de forme quand même. Bref. Comment on y va? Hein? Bon, à mon avis, c'est pas nous qui avons changé. C'est quoi, j'y vais? Heureusement qu'on peut pas tomber des grenouilles ici. Terrifiant. Ouais, en fait, les grenouilles, ils le montraient, quoi. Oh. C'est vrai qu'avec un tuning, c'est beaucoup mieux. Ah, j'ai peur. Oh, encore lire. Sous la surface de la zone de mémoire dans la partie. Non, c'est pas Bonjour. Ça reste, elle est pas comme ça. Dans la partie la plus proche de la lune, qui se reflète dans l'eau, un vieil homme se repose dans un siège. L'horloger, je ne prononcerai pas ce nom, est entré dans un rêve sans.
Sure enough,
Oh!
the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some trailblaze runes?
Well, let's...
Vous pouvez appuyer vos mains contre la bulle onirique. La substance mémorielle épaisse se contracte sous la pression, puis s'étire, suivant le bout de vos doigts. Comme si vous tissez une toile délicate, elle s'accroche à vos paumes. Un frisson parcourt le bout de vos doigts. D'après votre expérience, une myriade de souvenirs intenses et complexes devrait se mêler à cette sensation. Mais cette fois-ci, vous ne voyez rien du tout. La nature extraordinaire de cette bulle onirique ne fait plus aucun doute. Peut-être que vous ne pouvez y... Quoi? Je veux les lunettes aussi. Peut-être que vous ne vous y prenez pas de la bonne manière. Vous essayez de fermer les yeux, de retenir votre souffle, un genou à terre. Vous appuyez la fine morale. Cependant, pour rester plongé dans l'obscurité, il n'y a pas le moindre soleil écarlate descendant. Sur les montagnes enneigées, pas de rire chaleureux, pas d'étoiles scintillantes, aucun bruit d'épée qui s'entrechoque et surtout aucune trace d'exploration pionnière. Il n'y a rien ici, absolument rien. Il s'agit à l'évidence d'une bulle onirique.
Wait, what's going... Seriously? How could a dream bubble be...
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was... I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so... that mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy, that's why I understand what faith means in the path of trailblaze.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Moi, je vais aller dans le théâtre. Oh, on va jouer Goodil.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Ah, du coup, Danning, il est venu aussi. Ouais.
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. New name?
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact... I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems...
What do you mean by unable to?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However...
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share...
How about you just wake up someone?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot...
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identity.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It's...
Oh, fudge! Look, nothing personal, But if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
J'avais lu autre chose.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact him on...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay.
Sure thing. Don Home seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Je veux l'invoquer.
Locked and loaded.
Ouais. Non mais c'est bon, c'est l'invoquer.
Everything here is.
Je veux l'invoquer.
The Charmony Festival is about to...
Hey!
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on!
Well, you never know. Anyway, let's forget.
Unsettling things?
Relax. With a big event like this,
Oh, that's a... Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out.
Je m'éclate. Ah, je m'éclate à faire ça. Trop bien. C'est toi. Ouais,
Face recognition. Mouse robot.
je peux jouer.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist
La
you?
sécurité. La sécurité ne laisse pas faire ça.
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I traveled all the way from the Hawaii Federation and...
What do you mean?
What?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're at present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival.
She doesn't appear to be acting. So... Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Ouais, du coup, j'ai entendu pendant qu'il parlait que, vu que j'ai perdu mon 50-50 sur Robin, je pense que de base je vais la skip, et que j'ai peut-être pull d'outils, puis après j'économise Firefly et Sunday. Enfin, quand il sera jouable. Et s'il est jouable, et je l'espère qu'il sera jouable.
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape and where...
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family... I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single...
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy.
We shouldn't linger here too long.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now,
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See,
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors.
of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave
A secret signal.
That's right.
A concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boothe...
I'm sorry. But it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things...
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Il a la classe.
You can actually put the stay on credit.
Denis, avec deux N.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady... We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its...
Is this your idea of street smarts?
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge.
See?
Just don't call you.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
One peach soul glad, shaken, not stirred.
Hey. Ah voilà.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Bonsoir, messieurs.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Donna's White Oak.
Oh, no. What?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
No need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Well, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
Gucci, tu payes, hein.
It's on the...
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Un truc pas cher.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboon juice. It's refreshing.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan.
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivity. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the...
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Cienjo Alliance? Isn't there a saying among the Cienjo people that, The rainbow sect lets their luck's arrow do all the beating.
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a...
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive?
I'm not entirely sure. But I do have my suspicions.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the... Unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. People do stupid things out of irrational... But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back. Even if they...
You think Shipei's will is behind all...
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or...
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh. So you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because they're absolutely...
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just... It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for... That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot... By the way, when you were walking around the hotel...
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can...
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that as Donna's white...
Huh? As Donna's white oak? But...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdana's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your map.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested...
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
On va Black Swan. Ouais.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor.
Oh, just
2 guests?
Acheron?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones.
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, Memo Keeper.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself.
Black Swan.
My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a Memo Keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
rien fait de bizarre. Les deux.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection Sherpa?
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something?
Faut que j'essaie de savoir c'est qui fait la voix parce que la voix me dit quelque chose en anglais.
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
Ah. Je te colle 2 ou 3 balles dans le crâne. Comme ça, sa façon de parler.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting?
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Danheng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help.
Pourquoi on va mourir?
As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop.
Chez vous, par contre, là, les dessins de main.
Yeah, looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind, and for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it. They were once my dear companions.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zuro. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance.
But you know, these sin-thirsters.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you...
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless if this is what the departed ones expected.
A good question. And a profound one. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to someone will stand at my grave.
J'ai juste coupé le son parce que j'entendais des trucs bizarres. Dehors. J'ai l'impression qu'il y a des idiots qui sont en train de péter les trucs.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immature. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness...
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement? Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family.
Oh, praise Shipe. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my...
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
I see. Please.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kid.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next, please step forward.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have sinned. Please forgive me. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up?
Do you seek to atone for your...
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the... You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and,
Oh, revered triple-faced soul. Who can judge the strong when their power hides? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is true, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother, are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So,
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat...
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now...
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... We'll do our best to even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage.
I'm relieved to see you're determined. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but...
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation...
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting.
Don't worry. I'll...
It's Mr. Sunday! Hey! Come over here!
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Ivre, à son âge.
Oh, Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon.
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away but it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony.
Selling everything you had?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home it's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet.
Is this truly...
Huh? What did you say, young lady?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you...
Oh, yeah, that's a great... See you around, Mr. Sunday. And, it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they lift the man we ran into? He doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's...
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion...
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, People create their own. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the elusive survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form.
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves.
Yes, seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up.
Tu vas m'écraser?
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all...
It's going smoothly.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is...
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so... Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate.
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the...
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't
She had a valid point. I could sense her genuine happiness. It's...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life, but in reality...
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room.
However, the paradise in our dreams...
No, and the paradise we yearn for...
Je sais pas combien de minutes je suis, mais c'est pas grave. Je continue.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. Now, with little time left, I yearn for meaningful...
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt, but...
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything. They have and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided my physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and know my true appearance. Now, I hope you never have to.
So, you'll be
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreams, my world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. How I envy.
That old man's story. It's so tragic.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right.
Encore. Robin rencontre Robin.
Look what we have here. A lovely young lady. Wait, is that? Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too. That must be you.
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
C'est pas qui est la petite entre Sparkle et Luciole.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done... You should be thanking me. Because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be...
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop...
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dream.
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I...
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family...
All right. I'll go. But Robin, do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them, and it'll be thrilling.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.